Ladies and gentlemen, listen. Good morning. I was watching this tribute to Ken Boot with Babs Grange in Jamaica. I try to keep in touch with Jamaica, and it was very nice. And it reminds that we give our roses while we live. And I remember Ken Boot growing up in Jamaica, in Ocherius, and those days and those music were really uniting. If you know what I'm trying to say, it's very uniting, and it brings Jamaica together. I mean, say, across all divide, music come together and it heals. And and I was thinking this. This is what I was thinking. I was thinking this by: is there a vision for Jamaica beyond a 5 year period? Is there a vision for education? Is there a vision for cutting down crime? Is there a vision for health? And is there ultimate vision? Because there's a vision 2030, which I understand may not attain it by 2030. But I believe it is high time now for Jamaica, the land of food and water, to be united. Even though this is the period which they call it the silly season, this is a period where division is rife. I saw a recent statistic that says the country is totally divided between PNP and JLP. The other batch, don't know, it's 32%, 34%, totally divided in the middle. And I believe that, and I say, but isn't it a bit hypocritical at times that after an election which goes through division, that the successive leader will come out and say we need to unite? But why not try to unite now? Why not come together somehow and find a collective blueprint, a map of how to deal with crime, a map of how to deal with education, a map of how to deal with health instead of back and forth? Because the youths of today in Jamaica must be able to look and say, that's the vision. I can see Jamaica going a particular way. For argument's sake, the Prime Minister has a very beautiful plan whereby it gives out houses and for persons who are destitute and need houses. The question is, will that plan materialize and live if the Labour Party loses election? Or will it continue? You don't want a stop and go thing. Now, I was watching the funeral of Alfred Sangster online. I used to go to CAS before it was UTEC. Met Alfred Sangster just one or two times, just as a student there. And his son said something which was very profound. His son said, the last of the generation of persons with integrity and character and substance. He said one of the last. And I thought about it for a second. I said, why is it the last? Why? Shouldn't there be a situation where the baton passes down, mentors that takes person forward, and therefore you won't have a situation whereby we can say it's a last. We can say it's a last, but it lives on. So all I'm trying to say is, with the advent of Ken Booth and listening to these things, it brings you back to a point, a time whereby we can be united as a country, as a people. Now, yes, I'm living in the UK. Now, yes, I'm a part of the diaspora. And yes, there are persons that will comment and say, you don't live a yard, shut your mouth or whatever like that. But as I said all the while, and I've been saying it recently, I'm really appealing and speaking a lot to the persons who are not the die-harded. That 63% of persons who normally do not engage in the political system, that set of persons who do not go to the votes, that set of persons who sit on their veranda and gesticulate and talk about politics. They talk about it with their young people and they talk in a hushed tone, but everyone needs to rise up to see a united Jamaica, whereby the JLP and the PNP can work together. Opposition doesn't mean to say you oppose everything, right? You need to work together. Now, of course, you have the macro factor in place as to where we are going collectively as a nation, but then the micro bit is very important. So therefore, vote someone out if they're incompetent. vote someone out if they are not able to achieve or deal with things properly, whereby there's a lack of accountability, lack of transparency, integrity is in tatter, vote them out. But really and truly, there should not be a manifesto which is saying totally different things. You should have a manifesto for the nation, just like Vision 2030, whereby everyone will sign up to the whole thing, and we know exactly where we're going. So there must be a vision beyond the 5 year period, you know? Just to be with you back again. If there's someone you know that won't let you go, at taking it all for granted. Just want to say that. Thank you, Ken Booth. Much respect. Very inspiring song, and let us inspire persons. Let you listen to this and be inspired to see a united Jamaica, because we say we are one people, one government. So therefore, if there's one government, it's not a government of green or orange. It's a government for everyone. It's one people, not a divided people. One people, one government, land of food and water. My name is SYLBOURNE Sidiel, straight out of Oche. God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Remember to like and subscribe, of course.